So today guys, I'm going to teach you how to make your very own training journal. This is something that has seriously saved my training in recent months, and I think it's a super important part and something that you should definitely not miss out if you really want to get fantastic results. So I'm going to make this quite quick, and I've made a table here. Obviously, it's better to do this in a book. You can be able to write more. So I'm going to do a basic version of it just now, giving you an example of my training today. So first of all, the date. Self-explanatory, you have to put the date. You have to make sure that you do this so that you can then look back and you can monitor your progress, have an idea of where it was you started. Outcome. This one is probably the most important section, and this is the part that needs to be done before you actually do the training. So you might want to do this the night before, or maybe first thing in the morning, depending on when you want to schedule your training in. So outcome, know your outcome. It is so important to know what it is you want to get from your training. If you go in there without any idea of what it is you want to achieve on that day, then guess what? You're not going to achieve it. If you do, it is a miracle, because you need a firm map, a plan. Okay, so outcome. My outcome for today was to do a really intense leg training session. I wanted to do some strengthening, flexibility, box splits, front splits, over splits. Okay, so that was my outcome, is leg stretching day. I want to do box splits and front splits. Okay, and this is going to take me 1 hour 30. This is what I want to achieve today. Oh, and over splits. So I have this vision in my head throughout the day, and it's important that I allocate time as well for my training. So outcome, super important. Now, this part is to be done after your training. So result. What is the result? What happened in your training? Be completely honest with yourself, okay? So then you know when you can improve the next time. So result. I did 1 hour 30, so I was good with the time. 1 hour 30. And I did front splits and box splits and standing splits. That was the bonus. Okay, I added standing splits in because I felt like my legs were cooperating today. The only thing that I didn't do was the over splits, and that was a really silly reason. The yoga blocks were inside the car, and I was too lazy to go and get them out. So I didn't do the over splits. The reason they were in the car is because we went shooting yesterday. So yeah, I did a fair amount. Struggles, you have to be really specific and really honest about what you struggled with in your training. So today I struggled, my hamstrings were pretty tight. So hamstrings, especially the left, tight left. And I'm doing this really fast. Like, you will want to write more than this when you're doing it inside your journal. So yeah, hamstrings were tight, and yeah, I didn't do my over splits. So didn't do over splits. Okay. And I was interrupted by my phone. So interruptions. I'm really sorry about my messy writing. Sometimes I can't even read my own writing. Yeah, so one of my pet hates is when I check my phone when I'm training, and I do it without realizing sometimes, and I'm sure you do as well. So I really think it's important to keep the phone away. Okay, take photos after your training session. Keep phone in the house, and that is something that I need to remind myself constantly, and that's going to come later on to the next part. So wins, what is your wins? And I circled this because it's so important to celebrate and to really feel proud about your achievements, even if they're super small, even if you got like 1 millimeter further down in your splits. Like, it's such a good way to feel great and to motivate yourself to become even better. Today my wins was the standing splits. That was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't really intending to do them. So standing splits. And I had really good balance today. I'm not going to say good, because good is just mediocre. I'm going to say outstanding. Outstanding. Use great language. Use language that's going to excite you. Outstanding. Balance. Okay. Improvements. What could I improve on? So improvements next time, definitely I'm going to lock my phone in the other room. So lock phone away. I'm also going to make sure that my preparation is on point. So if I was planning to do an oversplit session, this was in the morning by the way, if I was planning on doing an oversplit session, I need to have my mat and my blocks there prepared, okay? No excuse for laziness, Felicity. So lock phone away and prepare space. Now I also could have been resourceful, and instead of using blocks, I could have gone into the house and used the sofa to put my leg on top of. I didn't really think about that, so next time I'm going to be more resourceful. More resourceful. And last but definitely not least is the score. What do you think that your training was like in terms of a score? So what is it out of 10? Today, I would say my training was, I'm gonna say 7 out of 10 because I was very happy with my standing splits. So 7 out of 10. 10 out of 10 is way up high. That's when you do the ultimate training session. Obviously, mine wasn't quite there today, but tomorrow I'm going to try to beat my own score. So that's why we do scores, is so that you can try to get better and better and compete with yourself every single day. So there we have it. That's the training plan, the training journal. So go ahead and try it. I'm going to attach a PDF to this video so that you can go ahead and download it and do it for yourself. So I would really love your feedback on this topic. I personally think that this is a savior. I would love to know how it affects your training session. I'd love to see pictures of your typical training day as well. So share them in the group, guys. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you so much for joining me today, and good luck with your training.